Good morning everyone. This is class 12th, subject chemistry, chapter number 12, aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acid, lecture number 2. In this lecture, I will be discussing structure of carbonyl group and preparation of aldehydes and ketones. In the end, I will discuss the homework solution of lecture number 1. In the previous lecture, we have discussed the nomenclature for aldehydes and ketones. Now next is structure of carbonyl group. The carbonyl carbon atom is sp2 hybridized and it forms 3 sigma bond, whereas the fourth valence electron of carbon remains in its p orbital, and this fourth valence electron in p orbital overlaps with the p orbital of oxygen and forms a pi bond between carbon and oxygen. So here in carbonyl group there are 3 sigma bonds and one bond is pi bond. Also this oxygen has 2 non-bonding pair of electron, and the carbon atom and the 3 atoms attached to this, they lie in the same plane, and this pi electron, or you can say this pi electron cloud, this will lie above and below the plane, and the bond angles is approximately 120 degree as expected of a trigonal planar structure. Now here in carbonyl group, due to difference in the electronegativity of carbon and oxygen, this bond, that is the carbon-oxygen double bond, is polarized due to higher electronegativity of oxygen relative to the carbon. Hence, carbonyl carbon is electrophilic. Now, due to difference in the electronegativity of carbon and oxygen, this will acquire negative charge and this will acquire positive charge. Now, this carbonyl carbon is electrophilic in nature, and this carbonyl oxygen is a nucleophilic center. So, here at this carbonyl carbon, nucleophile can attack, and here on this carbonyl oxygen, electrophile can attack, because it is a nucleophilic center, so it can attack on electrophile, and this carbonyl carbon is electrophilic center, so any nucleophile or nucleophile can attack on this carbonyl carbon. So here, due to difference in the electronegativity of carbon and oxygen, this bond is polarized, and this will acquire positive charge and this will acquire negative charge. And this carbonyl carbon is electrophilic in nature, and this carbonyl oxygen is a nucleophilic center. Next is, this carbonyl compounds have dipole moments and are polar than ethers. The high polarity of the carbonyl group is explained on the basis of these two structures. Due to difference in the electronegativity of carbon and oxygen, this bond is highly polar. So this is all about structure of carbonyl group. In carbonyl group, the carbonyl carbon atom is sp2 hybridized and it forms 3 sigma bond and 1 pi bond. The pi bond or the pi electron cloud lies above and below this plane, and these atoms lie in the one plane, and pi electron cloud is above and below this plane. The bond angle is expected to be 120 degree, and due to difference in the electronegativity of carbon and oxygen, this carbonyl, that is carbon-oxygen double bond, is highly polar, and this carbonyl carbon is electrophilic center, and this carbonyl oxygen is nucleophilic center. So this is all about structure of carbonyl group. Now next is preparation of aldehydes and ketones. So next topic is preparation of aldehydes and ketones. First preparation is by oxidation of alcohols. Now here, if primary alcohol is oxidized in presence of PCC, that is pyridinium chlorochromate. So here primary alcohol converts to aldehyde, that is CHO. This is primary alcohol RCH2OH. In presence of pyridinium chlorochromate, this converts to aldehyde. Oxidation of secondary alcohol leads to the formation of ketone. So here R2CHOH. Secondary alcohol Oxidation of secondary alcohol in presence of PCC results in the formation of ketone. So this is the first method by which we can prepare aldehydes and ketones, that is the oxidation of alcohols. Oxidation of primary alcohols results in the formation of aldehyde, and oxidation of secondary alcohol results in the formation of ketone. Next is from hydrocarbons. So first is by ozonolysis of alkene. So here is the example. Addition of O3 on alkene. So here first ozonide complex formation takes place, that is this O3, it will form ozonide complex in between the alkene, and in presence of zinc dust and water, this ozonide complex breaks and converts to aldehyde or ketone depending upon the alkene. So here in this case, ozonolysis of ethene results in the formation of two molecules of formaldehyde. So first step is in ozonolysis of alkene, first step is formation of ozonide complex, and after that in presence of zinc dust and water, this ozonide complex break and converts to aldehyde and ketone depending upon the alkene. So here one more example is written. 2-methyl-prop-1ene. The ozonolysis of this alkene results in the formation of acetone and formaldehyde. So here first step is addition of O3 on this double bond. So here this ozonide complex forms. After that, in presence of zinc dust and water, this ozonide complex break, and here acetone, that is ketone, and aldehyde is formed. So here one question is written, what are the ozonolysis product of this alkene? So reaction of this alkene with O3. So first step is formation of ozonide complex. So here ozonide complex form. This complex will form. Now in presence of zinc dust and water, this complex will break, and here CH3 CH double bond O plus CH2 double bond O. So we can write this as CH3 CHO plus HCHO. So here in this case, one molecule of ethanol and one molecule of methanol is formed. So depending upon the alkene, products are different. Third is by hydration of alkynes. So addition of water on ethyne in presence of H2SO4 and HgSO4. Addition of water takes place, and this will rearrange, and therefore this converts to aldehyde. So here addition of water takes place on this triple bond. Now after this formation, this will rearrange, this bond will shift here, and this hydrogen, it will go to this carbon atom, and here acetaldehyde is formed, or you can say ethanol. The IUPAC nomenclature is ethanol for this compound. So by hydration of alkynes, we can also form ketones and aldehydes. Now here one question is written, addition of water on propine in presence of H2SO4 and HgSO4. Now here in this case, water will add according to Markovnikov's addition. Negative part will add to that carbon atom which has lower number of hydrogen atoms. So here in this case, CH2OH. Now again this will rearrange, this will shift here, and this hydrogen will go to this carbon atom, and here we are getting CH3C double bond O CH3, that is acetone. So in case of ethyne, the product is aldehyde. Otherwise, in all the cases, the product will be ketone. So these are some methods by which we can prepare aldehydes and ketones. Now next is methods for the preparation of aldehydes. First is from acyl chloride. Acid chloride or acyl chloride is hydrogenated over catalyst, that is palladium on barium sulfate, and here this converts to CHO. The name for this reaction is Rosenmund reduction reaction. Here benzoyl chloride is treated with hydrogen on palladium barium sulfate. This converts to CHO, that is benzoyl chloride converts to CHO, and the name is benzaldehyde. Because CHO group, aldehyde group, is attached to benzene ring, therefore the name is benzaldehyde or benzene carbaldehyde. And this is the name reaction, and the name is Rosenmund reduction reaction. So first name reaction of this chapter is Rosenmund reduction reaction, by which we can prepare aldehydes. Reaction is very simple. Treatment of benzoyl chloride with hydrogen on palladium barium sulfate results in the formation of benzaldehyde. So first preparation is from acyl chloride, that is by Rosenmund reduction reaction. Second preparation of aldehyde is from nitriles and esters. So this is the formula for nitriles: RCN in presence of stannous chloride, SnCl2 plus HCl. So here this imine is formed, and the hydrolysis of this imine results in the formation of aldehyde. And this is also the name reaction. The name is Stefan's reaction. So this is the second name reaction by which we can prepare aldehyde. Reaction of nitrile, RCN is the formula for nitrile. Reaction of nitrile in presence of SnCl2 plus HCl. So first is imine is formed, that is RCH double bond NH, and the hydrolysis of this imine results in the formation of RCHO. And this reaction is called Stefan's reaction. Now there is one more method by which we can prepare aldehyde from nitriles. That is, nitriles are selectively reduced by diol H followed by the hydrolysis. This RCN converts to RCHO. Diol H, that is, the name is diisobutyl aluminium hydride. In presence of diol H, this cyanide or this nitrile converts to CHO. So first is by Stefan's reaction we can prepare aldehyde from nitriles, and second is in presence of diol H, this nitrile, that is RCN, converts to CHO. So here the reaction of diol H with ester also results in the formation of aldehyde. So here ester is also reduced by diol H and followed by hydrolysis. This converts to aldehyde. This is the second method by which we can prepare aldehydes. Now third is from hydrocarbons. First is by oxidation of methyl benzene. So this is the structure of methyl benzene. Now if we use strong oxidizing agent like KMnO4 in basic medium, so this CH3 converts to acid. But if we want to oxidize this methyl group to aldehyde, in that case the following methods are used for this purpose. Because strong oxidizing agents like KMnO4 in presence of basic medium, they oxidizes toluene, or you can say methyl benzene or its derivative, to carboxylic acid, and it is not possible to stop the oxidation at aldehyde stage. Therefore, the following methods are used for this purpose. First is use of chromyl chloride, that is CrO2Cl2. CrO2Cl2, chromyl chloride, oxidizes the methyl group to a chromium complex, which on hydrolysis gives corresponding benzaldehyde. Here is the reaction. Methyl benzene on treatment with chromium chloride in presence of carbon disulfide, this will act as a solvent. So here in first step this chromium complex is formed. The hydrolysis of this chromium complex results in the formation of benzaldehyde, that is the CH3 group converts to CHO, and this is the name reaction. This is called Itard reaction. So first step is methyl benzene on treatment with CrO2Cl2 in presence of CH2, that is carbon disulfide, chromium complex is formed, and the hydrolysis of chromium complex results in the formation of benzaldehyde, and this reaction is known as Itard reaction. Second is use of chromic oxide, that is CrO3. When methyl benzene is treated with CrO3 in presence of acetic anhydride, this is the formula of acetic anhydride, that is CH3 C double bond O, O C double bond O CH3. This is the formula of acid anhydride, that is acid anhydride, that is acetic anhydride. So when methyl benzene is treated with CrO3 in presence of this acetic anhydride at 273 to 283 Kelvin, so here this complex is formed, that is benzylidene diacetate, and the hydrolysis of this complex converts this group to CHO. So this is the second method by which we can convert the CH3 group to CHO, or you can say that the oxidation of methyl benzene to aldehyde can also take place by this method. Now third is by side chain chlorination followed by hydrolysis. So here again methyl benzene is when treated with Cl2 in presence of sunlight. So here chlorination takes place and two hydrogen is replaced by Cl2. Two hydrogens are replaced by 2Cl. In presence of sunlight Cl2, chlorination takes place and here benzyl chloride is formed. Treatment of this benzyl chloride at 373 Kelvin results in the formation of CHO. So by side chain chlorination followed by hydrolysis, we can convert the CH3 group which is present on benzene ring to CHO. Next is by Getterman-Koch reaction. When benzene is treated with CO HCl in presence of anhydrous AlCl3 or anhydrous UCl. So here CHO group is substituted on benzene ring, that is benzaldehyde will form. So these are the methods by which we can prepare aldehydes. First is by Rosenman reduction reaction. Second is by Stephens reaction, that is from nitriles and ester. Third is by using diabyl H. Fourth is from hydrocarbons. First is Itard reaction. Second is reaction of methyl benzene with chromic oxide and acetic anhydride. Third is Getterman-Koch reaction, and fourth is by side chain chlorination followed by hydrolysis. So these are the methods by which we can prepare aldehydes. Now there are some methods by which we can prepare ketones. That is, next is preparation of ketones. First is from acyl chlorides. Now here first step is reaction of Grignard reagent with cadmium chloride. So here dialkyl cadmium is formed, and reaction of dialkyl cadmium with acyl chloride results in the formation of ketone, that is R-C double bond OR. This is the formula for ketone. Two alkyl or aryl groups are attached to this carbonyl group. So from acyl chloride, this is the first preparation by which we can prepare ketones. Reaction of Grignard reagent, that is RMGX with cadmium chloride, results in the formation of dialkyl cadmium, and reaction of dialkyl cadmium with acyl chloride results in the formation of ketone. Second is from nitriles. Reaction of nitriles with Grignard reagent in presence of ether. So here this complex is formed and the hydrolysis of this complex results in the formation of ketone. So here, due to difference in the electronegativity, this bond will shift on this nitrogen, and here on Grignard reagent this is RMGX, and as we know that in Grignard reagent this R is negative, that is it contains partial negative charge. Therefore, this can attack on this carbon atom, and here this complex is formed. So this bond will be shifted to nitrogen, and this C6H5 will attack on this carbon atom of nitrile. So here this complex is formed, and after the hydrolysis of this complex, the ketone is formed. So here in case of nitrile, due to difference in the electronegativity of carbon and nitrogen, this bond is shifted to nitrogen, and this R part of the Grignard reagent attack on this carbon atom, and here this complex is formed. The hydrolysis of this complex results in the formation of ketone. Here this will be replaced by oxygen. We can also write down the reaction for this. Here again this bond will be shifted to nitrogen, and this will attack on this carbon atom. So here the complex is CH3C double bond N MgBr, and here the CH3 will attach. Now the hydrolysis of this complex, that is in H3O positive, this will convert to CH3C. This will be converted to oxygen CH3. So here acetone is formed. Now third is from benzene or substituted benzene. Benzene on treatment with acyl chloride in presence of anhydrous AlCl3. So here this group is substituted on benzene ring, that is carbon double bond oxygen with aryl or alkyl group. So here one example is written: benzene on treatment with acetyl chloride in presence of anhydrous AlCl3. So here acetyl group is substituted on benzene ring, and the name is acetophenone. And this reaction is Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. So this is the method by which we can prepare ketones from benzene or substituted benzene. So after doing all the preparation of ketones and aldehydes, the homework for today's lecture is NCERT in text question number 12.2. Now I will be discussing the homework solution of lecture number 1. NCERT in text questions, question number 12.1. Write the structures of following compounds. First is alpha methoxy propionaldehyde. Propionaldehyde means 3 carbon atoms, that is this aldehyde contains 3 carbon atom. So first is 3 carbon atom. Now alpha methoxy, suppose here we place aldehyde group. Now with respect to the CHO, this position is alpha position and this is beta position. At alpha it has methoxy, that is OCH3. This is known as methoxy. Now complete the valency by hydrogen, that is CH3 CHOH. So this is the structure of alpha methoxy propionaldehyde. Second is 3-hydroxybutanol. Butanol means the functional group is aldehyde, so CH4 carbons, and here CHO group is placed. Now with respect to this CHO, at third position hydroxy group is there. So 1, 2, 3. Hydroxy, that is OH. So OH group is present at third position. Now complete all the valencies by placing hydrogen atom. Third is 2-hydroxycyclopentane. Pentane carbaldehyde. So here cyclopentane carbaldehyde, it means that 5-membered ring is having a CHO group. So this is 5-membered ring and one CHO group is placed. Now at second position one hydroxy group is there. So we will number this carbon atom as 1, and second position it has 1 OH group. So this is 2-hydroxycyclopentane carbonaldehyde. Now fourth is 4-oxopentanol. So for pentanol, 5 carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and at this carbon atom we have CHO group. Now at fourth position 4-oxo, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now when we treat ketone as a substituent, at that time we will use oxo or keto. Whenever any aldehyde or ketone, whenever aldehyde and ketone both are present in same structure, at that time we will give preference to aldehyde as the main functional group, and then ketone will be as a substituent. So at fourth position it has C double bond O. Now complete all the valencies by placing hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 2, and this is also 2. So this is 4-oxopentanol. Fifth is disecondary butyl ketone. So disecondary butyl is CH, CH3, CH2, CH3. This is secondary butyl group. Now here this name is disecondary butyl ketone. So C double bond O, and here we will place the same group, that is CH, CH3, CH2, CH3. This is disecondary butyl ketone. Now sixth part is 4-fluoroacetophenone. This is the formula, this is the structure for acetophenone benzene ring attached with COCH3. Now this carbon is number 1, 2, 3 and 4. At fourth position fluorine is there, so this is F. So this is the structure of 4-fluoroacetophenone. Next is NCERT exercise question number 12.2. Name the following compounds according to IUPAC system of nomenclature. First is CH3CH, CH3, CH2, CH2, CHO. Now here we start numbering from this side, 3, 4, 5, and this is our main chain which contain this functional group. This is the functional group CHO-aldehyde. At fourth position one substituent is present. So the name is 4-methyl. For 5 carbon it is pentane, and the E is replaced by Al. So it is 4-methyl pentanol. Next is CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH, CH2, CH2, Cl. Now here the longest chain contains 6 carbon atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if we consider this as a main chain, so we have 2 substituents. One is ethyl and this Cl. So the longest chain is this, which contains 2 substituents and this carbonyl group. So we will start numbering from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. At sixth position Cl is there, so 6 chloro, 4 ethyl, for 6 carbon it is hexane, and at third position carbonyl group is present, hexane 3 on. Third is, here in this structure it contains aldehyde as functional group and one double bond is present, so we will start numbering from this side so that the functional group will get lowest number. In between 2 and 3 one double bond is present, so the name is but 2-ene 1-al or but 2-enal. This is the IUPAC nomenclature for this compound. Next is CH3CO, C double bond O, CH2, C double bond O, CH3. Now here we can start from this side or from this side. The numbering will be same for both the carbonyl group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For 5 carbon it is pentane. Now here 2 carbonyl groups are present at second and fourth position. So it is pentane 2,4 dione. Next is fifth is again this contain C double bond O carbonyl group and this is ketone. Now we will start numbering from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Because when we start numbering from this side, this will get number 2. The nomenclature is 3,3,5 trimethyl. For 6 carbon atom it is hexane 2-one. Next is 6th is, now this is carboxylic acid. The functional group is carboxylic acid. So we will start numbering from this carbon atom 1, 2, 3, 4. So here at third position 2 methyl groups are present as substituent. So the name is 3,3-dimethyl. For 4 carbon butane, and E is replaced by oic acid. So it is butanoic acid. This is the nomenclature for this structure. Now seventh part is benzene ring is attached with 2 CHO group. Now these are at 1 and 4th position. So the name is benzene 1,4-dicarbaldehyde. Question number 12.3. Draw the structures of following compounds. First is 3-methyl-butanol. So this is the structure of 3-methyl-butanol. 1, 2, 3, 4. At third position methyl group is there, and at first position CHO group is present. So the structure for this name is here. Second is para-nitropropionone. This is the structure of propionone. Now at para position nitro group is there. With respect to this position is para, and at para position nitro group is placed. So this is the structure for this compound. Third is para-methyl benzaldehyde. CHO group is attached to benzene ring, that is benzaldehyde. Now with respect to this CHO, this is para position. At para position one methyl group is present. So this is the structure of para-methyl benzaldehyde. Next is 4-methyl pent 3-ene 2-one. So here is the structure of 4-methyl pent 3-ene 2-one. At second position carbonyl group is present. In between third and fourth double bond is there, and at fourth position methyl group is as a substituent. Next is 4-chloropentane 2-one. This is the structure of 4-chloro. We will start numbering from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4-chloropentane 2-one. Now sixth is 3-bromo 4-phenyl pentanoic acid. Now C double bond OH is the functional group for carboxylic acid. So we will start numbering from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5th. At third position Br is there, and at fourth position phenyl group is there. So this is the structure of this compound. Next is 7th para-dihydroxybenzophenone. So this is the structure of benzophenone. With respect to this is para position and this is para dash. So here at para and para dash OH group is there. So this is the structure of para-dihydroxybenzophenone. Now next 8th is hex 2-ene 4-ine oic acid. So this is the structure of hex 2-ene 4-ine oic acid. So this is the functional group for carboxylic acid. In between second and third, ene is used for double bond. So in between second and third one double bond is there. Ine we will use when there is a triple bond. So in between fourth and fifth there is one triple bond. So this is the structure for this compound. Next question is question number 12.4. Write the IUPAC names wherever possible. Give also common names. First is CH3CO. C double bond O, CH2, 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 CH3. So here two alkyl groups are attached with carbonyl group and this is ketone. So we'll start numbering from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the name is heptane 2-one and the common name is methyl and pentyl ketone. Second is, so here we start numbering from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and this contain aldehyde functional group. So the IUPAC nomenclature is 4-bromo, 2-methyl, for 6-carbon it is hexane, 1-ul. This is the IUPAC nomenclature for this structure. Now third is again this compound contain aldehyde as functional group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 and the IUPAC nomenclature is heptanal. Okay, next is here again in this structure aldehyde is the functional group. So we will start numbering from this side 1, 2, 3. At third position one phenyl group is present. So this will be acting as a substituent. So we will write 3-phenyl for 3-carbon atom prop 2-ene 1-ul. This is the IUPAC nomenclature for this compound. And the common name is beta phenyl acrolein. This position is beta, this is alpha, this is beta. So at beta phenyl group is there and this is acrolein. So the common name is beta phenyl acrolein and the IUPAC nomenclature is 3-phenyl prop 2-ene 1-ul. Next is CHO group is attached to 5-membered ring and the name is cyclopentane carbaldehyde. This is the IUPAC as well as common name for this given structure. Now sixth is here two benzene rings are attached with carbonyl group and the IUPAC nomenclature is diphenyl methanone and the common name is benzophenone. So this is all about the homework solution of lecture number 1. Thank you. Please like and subscribe this channel.